Vitam everyone, and welcome back to the next 20 pages of Crushing It. And in this series, what we're going to be doing is focusing primarily on self-branding. So in these next 20 pages, we're going to go in more depth about the main essentials of self-branding, which I didn't even mention in the past episodes. What we were doing is going through the main essentials of self-branding. We went through intent, we went through authenticity, we went through passion, we went through patience, and now we're going to hit on to 3 more points, and then tomorrow we're going to hit an 8th essential criteria for self-branding. So let's jump right into it. First point being is speed. Now, yesterday we went through patience and how important it is to be patient with your brand. However, speed is kind of a little bit more different. Speed kind of pertains to more of your work ethic. So whenever you're working on your business, your brand, you want to keep going along with your idea and stop hesitating whenever you're going to be making actions. Because once you're hesitating, you're falling behind. You want to keep moving. For example, this even relates to 20 pages. Whenever I was starting 20 pages, I kept writing down how I wanted 20 pages to be. I kept planning it all out. I needed to make it all perfect. But there's no such thing as perfection. Perfection only exists in my eyes and how I want it to look. And my brother actually came up to me. He's like, dude, stop making excuses. Just do it.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Just finally do it. So once he told me that, I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to do it, and I did. And once I started doing it, I'm slowly perfecting it as I go. So that's why you don't want to hesitate whenever you have your plan in place or your idea in place. Just act on it. Because the more you hesitate, the more you're going to create excuses, and the more reason you're going to not do it. So whenever you're going to be working on your brand, just do it. Whatever your idea is, just do it. Because once you start hesitating, you're going to start making excuses, and eventually you're going to set it aside and never do it. Going on to the second point, work. Now this kind of relates also to the last point of speed. Whenever you're focusing on your work, you want to create as much content as you can possible. You're going to keep focusing on your brand day in and day out. And whenever you're outside of your full-time job and you're sitting at home and you have nothing to do, focus on your brand. It's what you want to keep doing, is you just want to keep working. Because once you keep working, you're bettering yourself and you're bettering your business on top of that, and you're figuring it out what needs to be done and what needs to be improved for your company. Kind of goes on to, there's no time for leisure. I know, like a lot of us, we like to watch TV and we like to relax and take it easy after a long day of work. However, you have that momentum after work. You are working all day. Once you get home, you still have that momentum. So jump right into it. Start doing your videos. I did that yesterday. Well, I'm lying there. I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep right after work because I was super tired. But right after I woke up from my nap, I realized what time it was, and I was like, shit, I need to get to work. So that's what I did. I jumped right to it. And that's why you want to keep working, because once you start spending time in leisure, whenever you start sitting there not doing anything, you get so comfortable that you don't want to do it, and then you set it off for tomorrow or for the next day. You start making excuses, and excuses is not an option whenever you're creating a brand. No matter what business you're going into, excuses is not the option. Going on to the subcategory of work, building a brand works off a law of thermodynamics. It's kind of like the more work you put into it, the higher quality you're going to get in return. So if you put low amounts of work into something and a low amount of quality, you're going to get that in return. So let's say if I'm not doing my best, I'm not trying my best, I'm just kind of half-assing it, I'm going to get half-ass results in return. Whenever you're working on your business, you got to crush it. Just like in the book, you got to crush it. Because if you're not going to, you're going to get half-ass results. The more work you put in, the more hard work you put in, the more good results you're going to get back in return. That's why you want to be crushing it all the time. You want to put 100% of your focus on your business all the time. Now going on to the third main essential, which is technically the 7th main essential in the whole self-branding premise, is going to be attention. Focus on your attention. Simply, whenever you're building your brand and you're seeing your audience and how they're responding, you want to pay attention to how they're responding. Pay attention to what other people are doing too, but at the same time, pay attention to your business primarily, because your business is number one. Your brand is number one. But whenever you're looking at your audience, they are number one in the structure of your business, your brand, because they guide you with feedback, their criticism, and they tell you what you should be improving on, what you should be fixing. You should simply just hear them out and listen to them, even engage with them. I try my best to engage with my followers because I know that they have some value that they can provide to me because I'm giving value to them. And I like hearing what people have to say because it tells me what I should be improving on. So do not discredit what your audience says to you. In fact, pay attention to them. Start listening to them. Start writing down what they're saying. Start considering it and start improving your business that way. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys for the next 20 pages. A lot of this is pretty much just the main essentials in self-branding. Tomorrow we're going to be going on to the 8th main essential. It's called content. That one's going to be an awesome one. I can't wait to get that one started. But that's all I have for you guys today. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And please, subscribe on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. I love your support. I keep saying this all the time, but it's true. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. You guys are constantly engaging with me, which I love. I see some comments. I see that you guys are liking my posts. It means a lot to me. It keeps me going. And I'm going to keep on posting for you guys. So take care and keep on reading. Be awesome.